The somersault, also known as the flash kick, is one of Guile's special attacks and one of the most iconic moves from the legendary game Street Fighter. Now, the Shoryuken or Spitting Bird kick might be a little more iconic due to the characters who use them, of course, but the flash kick is no slouch itself. This move was very popular when it debuted in Street Fighter II: The World Warrior, but it was also very popular for its execution. You see, Guile wasn't just any old regular character. He was also a charge character. Now, what does it mean to be a charge character? It means to perform Guile's attacks, you had to charge them up. Well, special attacks to be exact, using the directional pad. You either held back for 2 seconds, then forward punch to do a sonic boom, or you held down for 2 seconds and then up with kick to do a flash kick. This made Guile unique, especially considering the other popular characters mostly had quarter circle motions. The flash kick was such an awesome move, as you see him rising up to do a simple somersault, but then actually kicks your face while doing it, causing massive damage in the process. Now, in this edition of Technique Guide, we look at Guile and the flash kick. As stated earlier, the flash kick is executed by charging downward, then pressing upward, and kick. The user performs a backflip, kicking his opponent harshly as he does. The attack is almost instantaneous, and the arc of the kick leaves a flash in its wake. Now, fun fact, in the later games like Street Fighter Alpha, the flash's color actually depends on the color palette the character has on. As you can see with Charlie, this would change depending on what he was wearing. The size of the flash and the height achieved as performed are usually determined by the strength of the kick used, as well as the damage, stun, and recovery. These are the 4 different effects of the flash kick depending on which button is pressed. Perform the flash kick with low kick. It has the least damage, height, stun, and recovery. Now, perform this with hard kick. It's going to grant you the most damage and stun with the greatest height, but also has the longest recovery. And perform this with medium kick, you pretty much get a balance of the two. Over this move's long history, the inputs for it have never really changed. No matter the game or series, Guile has always performed this move the exact same way. Also, its appearance hasn't really changed either when it's shown in different media forms, whether it be comics, anime, live action movie, animated movie. Now, you might be wondering, how did this move get its name? Well, it's simple really. The term originated from Street Fighter II because a flash of light would accompany the move when it was performed. Very fitting and makes perfect sense. Now, Guile isn't the only fighter who can do this move. Charlie Nash, Guile's best friend and partner, can also do the flash kick. In fact, it's heavily implied, thanks to the Udon books, that Charlie is the one who taught Guile these moves. Now, in terms of story accuracy, Charlie actually showed up first with these moves, since he appeared in Street Fighter Alpha, which takes place before Street Fighter II, which was Guile's first actual appearance. So, one can imply that Guile indeed learned these moves from Charlie. There are visual differences in how Guile and Charlie execute this move. Guile simply leaps up and executes the overhead kick with one leg while performing a moonsault, rather than a somersault. Charlie, on the other hand, turns to face away from the opponent and performs a front flipping kick with one leg before finishing it off with another kick from the other leg, all while somersaulting forward. Now, the kick's speed means it's useful as a nigh impenetrable anti-air counter. It's also good for zoning, ending combos, punishing, and preventing certain cross-up attempts, so all in all, a pretty useful move, I would say. Now, in the earlier games, the move was so strong, it beat out almost everything that came its way, except for, of course, the Shoryuken, which was very overpowered back then. The flash kick is probably Guile's biggest move, and it's one of the legendary moves from Street Fighter. It's a move that is so attached to the character, and you can never see Guile without it. Whether it be the comics or movies, Guile at some point always whips out this move, and it's truly his trusty ace card. This move and Guile simply go hand in hand, and it's quite the flashy technique. Yes, I did go there. As always guys, please take care. See you next time.